I grew up seeing the good sides of life and seeing the not so great sides of life, right? So I was fortunate to be able to experience that.
Right.
You know, in retrospect, I was fortunate. But what was ingrained in me through the whole process was that, I mean, you can take it however you want it. I just never want to be poor ever again.
Welcome back to another episode of the Best Late Night Talk Show. Today
It's
we
the
have...
best late night talk show.
You are right, it's the best. We call it ourselves. But today we have Taufik with us.
Hey, what's up? How
Woo,
are you?
how are you?
I'm good.
It's good to have you here.
I like this whole thing. It's super chill.
We are good that you're enjoying
Yeah,
it.
although some product placements, but hey, I mean,
Actually, right.
They're not paying us.
Honestly, these are just from our pantry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Sorry, we are just, we are best.
Y'all need to get better like stuff for your staff lah. Yo, come on, man.
HR, you heard
come
that.
on.
Yeah, okay, but our HR are trying.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Good on you, HR.
as long as you
Try
are.
harder.
Oh, yeah, he said it.
Yeah. No, I'll say it for you.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
No, they told me behind the camera just now to say it. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to slide it to him like casually and say like, yeah. Okay.
Yo.
So today we've invited you here,
Yes.
and so we've invited a few Singapore's best.
Aw.
Right? I mean, aligned with the theme of the show.
Okay.
So for you to share with us, what do you think you're here for? What are you best at?
I think I'm best at staying relevant somehow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been in this industry for about almost 20 years next year. And I think the challenge for any so-called artist, right, or even personality, for you to try to evolve with the times. Because I started before Instagram.
Yeah,
I
you're
started
right.
before Twitter, right? I started when... It's fine, I'm 42, right? I'm going to be 42 this year. So I started during Friendster or MySpace, if you guys even know what that is, right? So, but it's important to evolve, it's important to adapt. And yeah, I guess I'm best at staying relevant, even though I've not made new music since 2014.
2014. Okay, yeah, but you know what? He's really right in saying that he stays relevant. I mean, my first memory of you was when you won Singapore Idol.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, when you talk about Taufik, you gotta talk about Singapore Idol.
Of course.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You participated in the first ever season that we had.
The
and
one
then
that started
you won
it all, I guess.
the champion with over like 60% of the vote. That's impressive considering
crazy.
how times were like back then with no social media to be like calling for people to vote for you. All you had was the TV,
Yeah.
your voice,
Yeah.
who you are.
That's insane, right?
Yeah, and can you imagine? Back
to
then
think
people are like calling and voting.
Like to think that you exist in a realm where there wasn't really social media.
Yeah.
And now you exist in a realm where everything is all about social media, where branding, where marketing has really made a crazy shift into social media, right? So that's pretty insane.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Yeah.
But speaking of Singapore Idol, you know what? I have something.
Oh my goodness. Okay, crazy story. I just did an interview yesterday, right? They did the same thing.
They did the same thing? No way.
I'm sorry.
No, but-
I don't want to say that you guys are not being original.
No, you know what?
But yeah.
I'll do the
That's
person
cool.
better.
Okay.
Right now,
Right.
I'm going to your audition.
There you go. I was gonna
There
say.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay.
So I prepared for this
Okay.
a while. You can let me know whether my impression is close to what you still recall of your audition back
Alright,
then.
go for it.
Long ago, and oh so far away. Okay, then we move on to baby, 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 ooh. Yeah, you know.
That's not bad though.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so while
I mean,
we're
it could
on...
have been worse.
Right.
But that wasn't bad. I'm being honest. That wasn't bad. Like I think
thought so?
if you really put in an effort because I know you're just trying to like be funny about it. But I think if you really put in effort.
What do you mean? I put in effort to learn this. You know, I watched this. I contributed
you did?
to
I'm
your
sorry.
video for like at least 10 views.
Oh, I'm
Just trying to like
Okay.
master the tone and the ups and everything.
Right.
And,
Okay, not bad.
and of course, while we're at it, I gotta let you watch the audition clip.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
so
for it.
so did you watch it yesterday already?
No, I've
They didn't?
I've seen it like
You were so fresh, you know.
many times.
You were so fresh.
Yeah, man.
Look at you.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah,
I don't remember the whole video.
yeah. It was a clip. And then you say you started shouting.
Yeah, I was. Look at big space. Jeez, come on, man. It doesn't have to be so obvious, right?
Yeah, but your
I love this song, though.
wow.
Ooh, what was that? What was that? Pause.
But you know what?
You know
Sorry.
what I was trying to do there. Generally, I'm an introvert.
Really?
I still am an introvert actually.
Wow.
But being in the industry, I have to pretend to be an extrovert. But it's super draining.
Right.
The funny thing, I did a video with my wife being the introvert, but having to be an extrovert when she's around me with my friends or with my supporters or whatever.
Right.
Actually, I'm the major
You're the
introvert.
introvert,
Yeah, I'm a hermit. I
wow.
like to be at home.
Oh, I've read about this.
Yeah.
About you guys spending one
Ye-
whole Saturday in bed.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing. My wife has been trying to get me out of the house or whatever. But what's happening there? I wasn't sure how to look confident. Right, so I came across absolutely wrong in that video because when I saw it, I knew exactly what the judges were seeing.
Talking about, right.
Yeah, and if I saw myself, I would have been annoyed with that guy who's on TV. Yeah, so that's when after that, then I figured out, okay, I think the smart thing to do is to smile
Right.
and be more approachable because simply my demeanor before it just wasn't approachable. So
Right, I see.
yeah, I mean you live and learn, and that was like a crazy learning
Yeah.
curve because all of the judges
Everyone,
hated
yeah.
me. It was insane, but
The
they hated
comments,
me. But
right?
yeah, the comments was pretty rough, and I was so defensive. And I was like, oh, and the way I replied was,
Right. It's like, I know.
yeah,
you
like
know?
no, like who are you to tell me, that kind of stuff, right? I mean,
Yeah.
as an audience, you go like, this guy is cocky.
No, but
right?
you know what's the funniest part? Like on that video, right? One of
Yeah.
the comments that was left was saying that, who are these judges? Like, what do they know? Like, this guy went on to get the first place, you
Right,
know?
right,
And it was so hilarious. Then, the comment, like, the person who left the comment.
I mean, in retrospect,
Yeah.
they knew what they were talking about,
Yeah.
and it did give me a realization that the way you carry yourself, people tend to like judge you on the first impression. They judge a book. Unfortunately, everybody judge a book by its cover,
Yeah.
right? So if you want to make a good impression, it's important to understand how you look in front of other people. Nowadays, I mean, you have social media. I mean, if you're going into a job interview or whatever, it's good to practice
Yeah.
in front of the camera or in front of the mirror or whatever. It will benefit you greatly.
And you said that was still a solid song.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the original song is by the Carpenters. I love that version. The version that I was singing it's actually this guy from American Idol, Ruben Studdard. He sang that version, so I actually did his version, like the more like R&B kind of version. So yeah, I mean, it sounded okay. It got me through, I guess.
Yeah,
I
it
was
definitely
lucky.
did.
Yeah.
But you know what? Today, we are gonna let you get the opportunity to redo that audition.
Oh
here.
man,
Yeah!
I would love to, but my voice is really
Oh,
bad. Yeah, I don't know what
no.
happened actually.
Oh dear.
You can hear like my voice is
Yeah, it's a bit
like coarse.
raspy,
Yeah, it's a bit
yeah.
raspy. I can try, but it's gonna sound bad. It's gonna sound bad because I have no idea what happened. It's not COVID, I promise you. I feel fine, but I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Okay, let me try.
Just a snippet,
Let me
yeah.
try that. Long. See, there you go.
Wow.
It's
Okay, but
croaking.
the long was already.
Okay, let me try it. Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show. Okay, let me see if I can do this part. It's just like super harsh right now. Now don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this week again. Baby, oh, baby, I love you. I really do.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, the voice is so. It was just like going and
But it was
going.
so
It's
good though.
going
Okay,
now.
go
Though.
for it. Yeah, no.
Oh,
no.
yeah, there you
yeah,
go.
go for it.
Hey,
Yeah,
we got props. We got props.
Wow. Oh my god. But
I
that
really like that song. It's such a good song.
You are such a powerhouse. Is that what they will call it?
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, I don't know, but I don't know whether you can hear it through the screen, okay, or whatever. But the sound here, though.
The sound here, though.
And because we're in a like not really a huge room, right? The
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
is just like wow, echoing in
Oh, it's a
around
nice
this place. Yeah.
sound actually. Yeah, nice little echo here.
Yeah. It's, wow. Oh my god, that's the first time I've ever. Wow. Now,
you-
okay, never mind. This one take away. Never mind.
Do
Take
you,
away.
do you enjoy
Forget it.
singing? Do you enjoy singing?
Leisure.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Do you do like karaoke sessions with your friends?
Oh yeah. I do,
That's
I do.
fun. That's
Yeah,
always
that's fun.
Yeah.
But like informal, casual, you know,
Yeah,
nothing
of
too
course,
serious.
Yeah.
I'm all about the dance moves too, so yeah,
Hey, there you
know.
go. Yeah. You gotta enjoy yourselves. I mean, when it comes to like, no, I mean the dance moves, it adds on to the fun. That's
Yeah,
for
you're
sure.
right.
That's for
Therefore,
sure. Yeah.
after Singapore Idol, you went on to release a few albums
Yeah.
based on my memory, 5.
Yeah.
And then you also went on to release quite a few singles,
Yeah.
2 of which were our National Day song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, the iconic one with Rui En that you
I
recently
love
did
that.
again
Yeah,
with
yeah.
her. I
Yeah.
mean, that brought back so much memories for me. But
Yeah. See, that was the one. When we had the dance. Right?
yeah, correct.
Yeah, because everybody remembered being in school,
Yes.
having to dance to the
That's
song.
me.
Yeah.
In my like National Day celebration in my
Yeah.
school, and that was the dance that every
Yeah,
primary
yeah,
school
yeah.
kid had to learn.
Yeah, had to learn,
and
right?
dance along.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's guys, it's ingrained in us.
Exactly. So that was the funny thing, the conversation that that I have with people that I meet. They go, oh yeah, I was forced to dance to the song in school, but that's actually my favorite song now.
Yeah,
And I'll go like, oh snap. So that's when, to go back to you said, I do my dance moves and everything, right? So that's when you pair up music with dance, right? It
Yeah.
just becomes a whole another thing that people can really relate to and have fun with. Yeah.
You know what? Even if you can't sing along, I'm sure you can bust
Yeah.
some moves along with the music.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh my god. That. Yeah. When you were in Singapore Idol, I was in primary school. So.
Yeah. I think a lot of people were in primary school when I was in Idol, because that was almost like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
2004.
Yeah, 2004. The interesting thing is my music, it goes in phases, I would say. I mean, for those who can remember, I mean, back in 2004, I mean, the first song was probably like I Dream.
Yeah.
Everybody is excited about that song. And probably Me and Mrs. Jones, it's a toss-up between these two. And after a while, I kind of went into music in Bahasa Melayu. So there was this song called Usah Lepaskan that a lot of my community, or even in Malaysia, they know that song. And after a long while, in 2014, I put out this song called Awak Kat Mana, which became really popular in Singapore and Malaysia and a little bit of Indonesia. and that became the song that a lot of people recognize me for. And
Right.
the people that I'm talking about is actually the kids.
Oh.
The kids in that era, right? Of course, their parents would remember I Dream or Me and Mrs.
Right,
Jones.
right.
So there is another era where it's Stronger Together.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even Reach Out for the Skies, where the parents will come up to me and go, "Oh, my child really likes, or my kid really likes your song." Then I make an intelligent guess, which
like,
is definitely
which
not I
song?
Dream. This is definitely not Awak Kat Mana. It has to be Stronger Together, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I said, Stronger Together, right? Yeah, they really like that song.
Oh.
Because the child obviously has no idea what
Yeah.
that song Awak Kat Mana is. So when I speak to my wife about these different phases of my life, the different songs that the community or Singaporeans can relate to, it's really interesting
Yeah.
to see different age groups reacting or resonating to different songs in different eras of my career.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, and it's something that I'm very appreciative about.
Yeah, but I love how, like, you know, you are true to yourself, but you evolve, like what you say, you're good at evolving
Yeah,
and adapting and
yeah.
all, and releasing like different songs that speak to different generations, right?
mm.
I think like for me, when I think about you, or in general, when I told people that, you know, I'm going to be speaking to like Taufik Batista, you know,
Right.
they all have very like fond memories or like good impression of you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I think, you know, in like the local scene, actually sometimes that's not easy to have. Yeah, like a personality that is well liked by the
Right,
public,
right.
or just generally like good impressions of you. Yeah, and like what you said, different generations sees you for different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
on that, actually, I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
how do you see like your career, and you know, what was something that you felt was helpful for you to actually build your career so extensively,
Right.
over like almost 2 decades?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, next year is gonna be 20th anniversary. Still tinkering on doing a concert or not. The heart must be in it. If I do it, it's really for my supporters. It's really
Right.
for them.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with me. I guess to answer your question, how do I remain relevant? How do I keep myself, I would say, in the business, if you can say that, or having an income, let's just put it that way, right? Let's just put it that way, because if you want to put it in perspective, I've been self-employed for the past 20 years, or even more actually, even
Yeah.
more, even before Idol. I grew up in a family that's okay. I was born in Taman Jurong. That's why I'm quite fond of our president actually. President Taman, because he was in Taman Jurong for the longest time. I was born in Taman Jurong. It was a studio flat, right? So it has no rooms. It's just like the kitchen and the living room. Everything is just connected.
Right.
And then my family moved to Jurong East, which is a 3-room flat.
Right.
Very modest living and whatnot. The pinnacle, when my family was together, we moved to Boon Lay actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Boon Lay. Yeah, the block doesn't exist anymore. It's an old block. It was a 4-room flat or 5. I don't know. I think it was a 5-room flat. I think it was categorized 5-room flat, because those types of flat doesn't exist anymore. That was like the pinnacle of my family being together.
Right.
My family got divorced after that, and me and my brother, 2 elder brothers, and mom moved into a rental flat in Clementi, and then to Dover Road rental flat. So we moved around, right?
Right.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I grew up seeing the good sides of life and seeing the not so great sides of life, right? So I was fortunate to be able to experience that.
Right.
You know, in retrospect, I was fortunate because that opened up my eyes to what things can be during the happy times, how things can be during the not so good times, right? But whatever that I went through, it does not compare to the people that I've met during my career, that we've like through charity works and things
Right,
like that.
yeah.
Like in retrospect, whatever I went through was nothing compared to what they did, right, or what they have to go through. But what was ingrained in me through the whole process was that, I mean, you can take it however you want it. I just never want to be poor ever again.
Right.
I just don't want to go through that feeling of not wanting my friends to come to my house. Because during my poly days, I was actually staying in Dover Road with my elder brothers and my mom in this one room, one hall rental flat, which was facing this condominium.
Right.
Right? And
Yeah.
you know how that,
Yeah.
you know, being in poly, it's like kind of like the pinnacle of your, I would say, your teenage life. So Hari Raya, definitely, it's like, no way I'm gonna ask my friends to come to my house. Coming out of the house, seeing this condominium, and my mom was working as a cleaner at the condominium.
Oh.
Right? So all these things were just going into my head.
Right.
I mean, however you wanna take it lah. But from then on, I just told myself, I don't ever want to be poor. I just want to make sure my family is happy. I just want to make sure the people around me are happy and well taken care of. So from there, whatever that I do, I have to make sure I do it 150%, and I move tactically no matter what I do, and I do things with intention, with proper intention to either win, to either do my best, or to either get the best result that I can. So it's a long story. Basically, to answer your question, how I remain relevant in whatever that I do, or is this mindset that I just don't want to fail, I just don't want to be poor.
Wow. That's a story that I've actually never heard.
Yeah, I know.
Before,
Yeah.
but yeah, thanks for sharing with us.
Yeah,
I
no
think,
worries. I mean, what I hope for is anyone from any background, no matter how hard your life can be, always remember that does not define what you're going to be. That's not going to define your future. I know everybody thinks like the rich have their own bubble, or the wealthy have their own bubble. Yes, that may be true to a certain extent, but if you work hard and work smart, very important. It's very different working hard and working smart, right? You got to pair them both together, because if you're just going to work hard and not ask questions and not look beyond certain things, right? People can make use of you, and then you're just going to continue to work hard. You're just going to be on that treadmill, just running as fast as you can, but you're not reaching your goals, right? Because you're not working smart. So it's important to work hard, and it's important to work smart, and no matter what background you come from, you can always achieve what you set out to achieve, your goals, but you gotta move tactically.
wow.
And very important, surround yourselves with the right people. When you see certain people are bringing you down, certain people are telling you can't do certain things, of course positive things lah. There's a lot of things you shouldn't do, right? So surround yourself with the right people, have the right mindset. It doesn't happen over time. If something is it's being promised that it's going to happen really fast, chances are it's a scam. Chances are it's not real. Good things, real things takes time, takes work, takes perseverance, takes consistency, which a lot of people don't want to do, right? But you have to do it. There's no two ways about it.
Wow. Okay, but like, just how you were saying, right? You were doing so many things actually.
Yeah.
Like what you were saying, like you're running a restaurant, and then you're doing the fitness thing, and then you still like, you know, attend like different events, and I think when there's like new opportunities, you go for them. And of course, you're also doing real estate as a main also.
Yeah, that's my main.
There's so much going on for you, you know. So like, how do you like actually manage your time, your energy, like with all that?
I mean, I have my wife is the most wonderful person. She is my life manager. She is my team's operations manager as well. And she's my manager as well right now in my entertainment side. I believe at the end of the day, this is what I've learned over time. Like initially, when I make music myself. I arrange my own music, I write my own music. it was okay, but it would have been better if I worked with people to arrange
Right.
music. If I worked with people to write music. In retrospect, that would have been so much better. Like, see, that's what I mean. I'm so like, you gotta do everything on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's okay, but that's good. But when you work with people, when you collaborate with people, you can be great. So in retrospect, if I could change something, I would have collaborated with a lot more people, because I think that will really enable me to go beyond what I can do on my own, right? So to answer your question, how do I juggle these things? Now I have friends. Oh, that's so sad. No, now I have people with me that I work together with, because the artist life can be lonely, right? You do have your manager, you do have your company, whatever, but ultimately you're on your own. When you screw up on stage, it's just you. Like, it's always when I was looking at like bands or whatever, it's nice because if one person screw up, it's
Like,
it's
they cover
fine.
it, you know?
They cover
Yeah.
it. Like, if you're doing a concert and the concert doesn't really sell, it's everyone's fault, right? It's
Not
not
on
that
you.
one. It's not on you, right? But as a solo artist, it's kind of like you have your manager, you have your company and whatever not. Like, but the eyes are on you. They
Right.
don't see the moving parts around you, right? So that the pressure is there. The cool thing about for my restaurant, for example, I have an amazing team, amazing staff. My partner, Bobo and Zat, are the ones I would say mainly always at the shop. Initially, when we started, I was there doing up the shop. We did a bit of DIY stuff to like reduce the cost
Right.
put into the shop, because we didn't want to spend too much money and lose money. So we had to be smart about it, right? So I was always at the shop. I was serving customers and things like that, which I enjoy. I love doing that, because when you're running your own business, usually you can do the best job possible, because your business, right? But of course, you got to be careful, because you can't be there all of the time. You have to make sure your staff at the shop or whatever business can kind of replicate what you do. There's a challenge in that as well, because you are the boss, but you don't want to be like the boss. You want to be part of the team, you know. So having a good team running that is very, very helpful. I come by now and then. I promote the shop to get people down, but generally I would say my team are the ones who keep people coming back, and that's really, really important. For my real estate, I have a team, Batista Realtors. Having a great team with a great like-minded mindset, same goals, same ideals in terms of the way we serve our clients. That really helps me a lot, because I actually have team members to fall back on. There'll be months where maybe it's not such a great month, but my teammate, my brother Moose or Siti Han, they are holding down the fort. They're doing a lot of closing, but I never do so much closing. But it's okay, because they're still holding down the fort. Because it's a team strategy, or it's a team, I would say, system that we have. So that allowed me to work efficiently. And my team, we have my wife Sheena, we have our listing manager Mai, we have our support teams and whatever not, to run like clockwork. So that what happens is all of our clients are served to the best of our abilities. We are not short staffed. We are not like what do you call it, overwhelmed, because we kind of like we spread our workloads equally and well. In terms of entertainment, my wife is my manager now. We pick and choose things that we want to do. I've never been to Mothership for any interview, so I was like, yeah, let's do it. It's gonna be fun. This is in Yishun.
No.
Oh no.
It's not. But it is on the red line.
This is. But the blocks look the same.
I know.
though.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is actually Marsiling, Woodlands area.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the older blocks.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but they do kind of look the same.
Yeah, it's
so,
quite similar.
But I do see a bit of Yishun here also. But okay. Now this.
Oh, this is in Jurong West or Jurong East.
No, it's
Huh?
not.
What?